All right, we're here, Highway 12, Suisun, right at the off-ramp. What is this? Webster Street. Looks like they're trying to get best access. Fire department is relocated to the top of the hill. Again, this is off Highway 12 East. That's looking into Webster Street. They're calling it a quarter acre right now. Man, it's cold. The wind is blowing. Again, Highway 12 East at the off-ramp. The street that I'm standing on here is the off-ramp onto, is it Webster? Question mark. About a quarter acre on fire currently. Man, this wind is blowing the camera even. Going first alarm. Vegetation fire along Highway 12 East in Suisun, right at the off-ramp heading into Webster Street. That's where I'm currently positioned. Suisun has asked for a first alarm, which is pretty typical. They do have limited trucks and resources, so they'll get some Fairfield boys in here, give them a hand with this. There is very close, just to the other side of where we're standing is the railroad tracks and the main street of Suisun. So if you're local to this area, we could probably guess maybe how or who was around in the area when it started. Could have been a car, never know, could have been a car bouncing down Highway 12, some metal. Always got to check your load. Boy, I'm kind of short on this battery here from earlier. We were at the CHP DUI checkpoint, checking that out. Relatively quiet when I was there, but then a little bit after I left, they did have a white SUV that I wasn't there, so only listening to radio traffic, but you know, it blew the checkpoint, dodged it once, dodged it a second time, and during both times the CHP was standing in the road and almost got hit twice. So that is considered a 245, assault with a deadly weapon, being a vehicle. They later found the vehicle off of Woolner Court, and they are led to believe it was a female driver, and they don't know where she is. She's still outstanding. They did end up towing her car, so that was earlier on the CHP checkpoint. Yeah, so right now they're dispatching Fairfield for additional resources. They're getting it pretty good. There is some decent wind here, so it could keep going. You know, we don't see the low spot. We're about an acre and a half. 1.5 acres currently, making good progress. It's coming from the radio right now. But with this wind, it's definitely not favorable. These embers can definitely float. The wind is pushing towards the railroad tracks, towards Suisun City. I think I need to bump my exposure because it's that fire was so bright. Here we go, try to brighten it up a little bit. But they're getting pretty close to having it. It's just going to be a matter of spending some time to make sure it's fully out. No hot spots, mop it up. Let me see about turning on the wind filter. That might actually work out better. Oh, okay, wind filter is on. Yeah, the wind is just... I can't really do anything about the wind. Yeah, so I was here finishing up, hanging out in Fairfield. I can tell you Cane's sweet tea is a lot better than McDonald's, that's for sure. About ready to head back home, next town over, and then this got dispatched. There is still a vehicle on fire from listening to the scanner in the outskirts of Vacaville. I guess technically the Dixon Fire Department jurisdiction there, Highway 113 and Hawkins. They had a vehicle off the roadway. The person sounded like they had major injuries. They were performing CPR when they rushed the person to the hospital, and then they were talking about a thermal runaway. So it sounded like some kind of EV with a battery. They end up getting it out from the brush. And it's currently burning on Highway 113. So CHP has Highway 113 shut down. Oh, they just sent, they're just asking for Vacaville. I bet Vacaville gets canceled. Looks like they're gonna make there's a bit of a gate there. Man, that's a big fire truck to be going in there. I'd be worried about the anything kind of wet or damp. Big trucks tend to sink quick, but I'm sure they've been down this road before. Yeah, look at them. That must be some good access back there. I'm not familiar, but they're cruising way back in there. My battery has 50 minutes left, but that's kind of all the fire. I don't have any more fire to film there. They're just gonna make sure it's completely out and all the way wet. I do see, you see what the wind does with a little bit of an amber. I see something right here flickering. So that little piece right there will just continue to grow. So that's obviously why they gotta make sure they get all the wet stuff on the red stuff. So yeah, Highway 12 East, I believe they got partial lane shut down just because they've got all the fire trucks there. This is right at the off-ramp, heading towards Webster. That's kind of like courthouse direction right down this road here. Unknown start of this fire, but Suisun got here. They got it out quickly, called for additional resources just in case the wind does something nasty to them. So I believe the last size up I heard was about 1.5 acres. Again, there's a lot that I can't see. If it went in the direction of this truck here, I'm not going to be able to see it. Speaking of which, let me check. You know, earlier the live stream worked out really well, and I haven't looked at it, so I don't even know if I'm talking to myself or not. Let's take a look if you guys have any questions. Comments. Yep, got a few people watching. I know it is 1:30 in the morning, so who the heck is watching at 1:30 in the morning? That would be Fairfield from Station 37, just arrived on scene. They're probably thinking, where's the fire, boys? I don't see the fire. I was having a really good dream. Let's see, the Suisun truck's down there. Oh, okay, I'm hearing over the radio, they're hearing a little bit, they're seeing a little fire. I don't know if they're talking about that on the hill. We can still see that hill glistening a little bit. I'd roll a truck over there and throw some water down that hill. That'd be a good situation. I'm sure they'll get to it. That was 537 there. They just got their pump fired up. I need a better angle. My angle here is not so great. All right, just heard over the radio they got a forward progress stop, so that's great news. So typically after they stop forward progress, they still have 30 minutes to an hour of mop up. Making sure it's all wet before they go home. That's it, forward progress. About 1.5 acres. Here in, I believe this is Suisun. I know we're pretty close to the line between Suisun and Fairfield. Looks like they got that truck up there. Taking care of the hot spots. Yeah, we're looking real good. Over to my right here, we've got what I'm gonna guess some battalion chiefs. Let's see, we got Suisun Battalion Chief, and then I think that might be Fairfield Battalion Chief. Can't quite see it. It could be Suisun Fire Protection District. Not sure about that. Hard to see in the dark. The forward progress has stopped. This was a 1.5 acre per radio traffic here along Highway 12 East. Right here at the off-ramp, if you're going to jump on Weber heading towards downtown Fairfield there, of course, by the courthouse. And they got I think 1 or 2 more trucks coming. They're going to bring some water tenders up top, I believe. These engines up here, they don't hold a lot of water, so they're going to use all of it, plus what comes in the water tender, which, you know, is a big tanker. It's not really equipped to fight fires per se, just hold a lot of water and feed the engines. So that's a wrap for this fire. I'm gonna go update the post. I know it's always confusing. When I hit record, it just automatically says live on location type stuff. So I'll update some of the information. Thanks for checking out the live, or maybe you're gonna rewatch this in the morning like a normal person, because who the heck is up right now? See you on the next one.